Hey guys, welcome back. Today I've been filming some new watches, some watch reviews, and I figured why not show you some of the old watches I have here in my pouch here. And it's a perfect day for talking watches, for watch talk. It's snowing outside, it's all wet, but inside it's nice and cozy. And we have some watches to show you, so let's see what will be the first one. Wow. Okay, let's see what's this. Okay, and here, oh, this one has, this is one of those obscure vintage brands, obscure vintage watches that are, these are one of the companies that, one of the many companies before quartz crisis in the 70s that were existing. This is a Swiss-made watch. It has 17 jewels and Kabak protection. It's called More Time. So I don't know, is that a company name or not, or the watch brand, but it's definitely a cool watch and it's a perfect condition. And when I'm looking at watches like this, I'm just looking at the condition, because condition is everything. It has a domed plastic crystal, chromed case, but this one's in nice condition. It's a manual mount movement, and it's a really cool watch. Let me just give you a brief first shot of this one. Okay, today I was wearing my tech wear, but now I want to just give you a wrist shot of this cool watch. You gotta watch, if you like watches, you gotta love them all. And these watches are simply gorgeous. You can see that. I need a new band, but catch a drift. So these watches here are the main reason I never got Orient Bambino, to show you guys, because these watches have more soul. So this was More Time. So let's put this one here, like this, and let me show you this one here. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about this one. This is a super cool Timex, and I know there's a Marlin reissue of Timex, but I think this one's nicer. Let me just put this like this here, and this is an automatic Timex, but it can be manually wound as well. Let me just show you. And this is one of the most beautiful Timex watches I ever seen, I ever showed you. Let me just try to focus this one here, and it's definitely I prefer this one over Marlin. The movement in Timex are traditionally not that good quality, but they nailed it with the aesthetics and with design with this watch. And even in Marlin today Timex, it's a Seiko movement, so it's not that good quality, but I just love this watch. This is even bigger than Marlin. Marlin today's reissue is around 200 bucks, and it's 34 millimeters with a Seiko movement. I believe it's a manual one, but this one here, this is a vintage one, and it still keeps on ticking. And this one's made in Great Britain. It says here Timex, Great Britain. And if this was a vintage Omega or Longines, this would be easily a grand. And these bad boys you can pick on eBay for I don't know, for around 50 bucks probably. I now haven't checked. I got this locally, but it's just beautiful. The only thing about this particular watch here, that this one was gold cover, gold plated, but someone removed the cover. There's a little bit of a traces here and around this bottom lines, but other than that, this watch is just beautiful. And let me just show you the wrist shot for this one. This one, I think this one is the one of the nicest looking vintage watches that I have ever put on my wrist. It's just a looker, and it's still attractive today, in today's market. Whoever sees this when I'm wearing this, it just glances and I get compliments on it, and it's a really, really cool watch to have. And if you find one on eBay, definitely pick it up. It's better value than Marlin. I can recommend that. It has that little dome crystal, and the dial is also a little bit domed. Has some few scratches on the crystal, but it can be taken care of. Do let me know in the comment section if you want some of these watches, more in-depth review of them. I will definitely show you, but I think this one is really gorgeous looking watch. And I've been known to tell that a lot, but the camera doesn't really do justice to this watch. It's really something special. So let's move on to the next one. This is also one of those vintage obscure watches, and this one's, when you put it next to my other watches, it kind of looks like Calatrava. And the name of the brand is Primato Super Automatic. Has 25 joules, shockproof, and this watch is just gorgeous. It just looks nice. This one's actually a gift from my friend. I was looking at some of his watches, and he asked me, which one do you like? I picked this one, and he said, sure, you can have it. So that's really cool of him. So if you're watching this, thank you. But it's a really cool watch. This one is automatic, but it can be manually wound. The only thing I don't like about vintage watches is I try to get them without a date, because it's usually a hassle to change a date. Some do have a quick date feature, a quick set date feature, but most of them do not have, so you have to trick it. But most of them do have a plexi domed crystal, and you can see this. Most of them look like this, and a thin slim line, and here you can see gold plated, foil protected, stainless steel back, and it's really cool watch. And I think this one is my favorite, right next to the Timex. But I cannot somehow Timex in person looks just beautiful, and everyone who ever saw it, he loved it. Let me just show you this here, little wrist shot action, and these watches are all 36-35 millimeters, and they work perfectly on my wrist. I don't have any issues wearing these watches at all. So if you are newbie collector, if you like watches, you can definitely start with watches like this. I started with watches like this, and then you can move your way up. But these watches are super fun. They are not expensive. You can find them on eBay, on pawn stores, shops, wherever. And actually I started, this was my first automatic watch. This is a Seiko 5. And it was my first automatic watch that started all this madness. And I have it in here. So yeah, Seiko Fives, vintage Seiko Fives are also cool watches to get, but they are still being produced, so you can get contemporary Seiko 5 watches online. You can get them for anywhere from 50 to 100 bucks, and there are some great models. Seiko 5 is one of the all-time Hall of Famers. it definitely belongs into Hall of Fame of affordable watches, and I think in all watches it's definitely Hall of Famer. And speaking of Seiko, I have another Seiko. This is my Seiko. That if you are just newbie to watches, if you like watches, and you happen to see one of these, this is a Seiko Pogue. Get them. I recently got this one. So it was such a great condition, and yeah, it's also a vintage watch. This one is from somewhere from the 70s. This is the first automatic chronograph. Zenith will argue that they created first automatic chronograph, but the Seiko, at the same time when Zenith proclaimed that, Seiko was already making these watches. So yeah, it's also first automatic watch in space as well, and it looks so dang cool. So yeah, that's it. These are some of the cool vintage watches I have here. You have this one. You have, let me just give you a little. Okay, you can check this out. Here's a cool thumbnail photo. What do you say, guys? Or maybe not. The Timex has a star on this one here, and this one Primato. But there's such a cool watches that the vintage market is really something special when you just begin to like watches, when you just dip into watches, and you wanna experience as many watches as possible, and you wanna build your own collection, and you don't wanna break the bank. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm edcgunner, and if you like watches, check out my archives, check out my previous uploads and videos, and also subscribe to the channel. I will have more watch videos, and we will have more watch discussions and hangouts and whatnot. So thank you for watching. I'm edcgunner. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.